Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Tabletalkers. My name is Kaleb. I'm your host, and as always, I am joined by.
I play Kenzi, and my fact of the day is that Kenzi is really sad that Damien's gone, and she is very sick and tired of her friends getting kidnapped because they're supposed to have each other's backs, and it's really starting to feel like that's just not enough anymore.
I am Liz. I play Idalia. And my fun fact for the day, I can't believe I didn't do this one sooner, is that Idalia is actually named after a hurricane that hit Florida in 2023.
Hi, I'm Peter. I play the Z's. My fun fact for today is that if Zixeltel was not a fractured soul, she'd grow up to be a fortune teller.
And I'm Tim, and I play God's best friend Rylee. And his fact for the day is kind of a rollback to one that happened a long time ago before our big fight with Mother. He was not confident in his 1v1 abilities, but I feel like at this point, he's definitely confident in his 1v1 ability.
And then my fun fact for the day is that Emil Morris does not like writing essays because he does not know how to write. He can draw a pretty good map, though. Last time, we had a good old Hamlet Jr. performed. The party spoke with King of Hell Orcus and got him to agree to open heart surgery as long as they find someone to maybe take his place. Emil Morris has taken said role up, and now they're currently watching the final production of Hamilton, which has just ended as the curtain closes. With your good old VIP tickets, you go to the back, take some pictures with the cast, pictures on the set, and by pictures I mean someone's painting all of these. Just hang out with the cast and crew of Hell's production of Hamilton.
How long is these paintings gonna take?
This fast. It's flash artistry. Don't worry.
Oh shit!
Yeah, it's like instant. But where are you guys headed to after that? There is the cast after party, but that's your choice.
We should probably go there just to keep an eye on Orcus, just so we know where he's heading.
That's what you can do that.
He does have surgery, but I don't want to interrupt his cast party to do surgery. So,
are we doing that after, or we got other plans before then?
And you guys can do something beforehand if you want. That's up to you.
do we have something to do before?
I mean, it's always the forest of lost memories.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Forgot.
All right, let's go
We're
check
wasting
out.
a lot of time with these plays.
No, Hamilton's only like 3 hours long, or something like that. It's fine. You guys can just chill, hang out at the party if that's what you wish to do.
I'm not hearing disagreement, so I guess so.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the silence.
I mean, I guess if nobody's worried about going to the forest at the moment, I guess we'll sit at a party and watch Orcus.
It's a pretty solid party. I mean, it's a Broadway level cast party, for lack of better term. Can I get a perception check, everybody, please? Or passive perceptions. That's what I need.
Man, I rolled well.
I'm so sorry, Peter.
20.
18, 20.
19.
19 passive.
a 16.
Okay. Sounds pretty heckin' good.
Do we get to add our Calypso to that?
It's a
Your
good question,
passive
actually.
perception? No.
I was
Okay.
just
Because it
curious.
specifically checks.
Got it.
You have a pretty solid party. You have a pretty good time. Some nice food. There's some like pigs in a blanket. Stuff like that. I mean, there's singing, there's dancing, there's alcohol. Having a good old time.
Feel like Kenzi's just sitting off in a corner by herself.
You can do that.
I don't even know what we're doing here.
You're just hanging out at the cast after party, man. Having a good time.
Zitel's trying to see if she can hear any like rumors or anything like that.
All right,
Just
I'll let you use your perception check from earlier for that.
Great, that's a 30.
All right. You're gonna hear rumors about the next show. People think the next show is gonna be classic cast party gossip. People think
What are we working with here?
Cats is being thrown around a good few times.
Ooh.
People are thinking, hey, maybe they'll do the Betty Boop musical, which is a real musical on Broadway right now.
It is.
It is. It's an interesting thing for me.
Maybe they'll do Clue.
You will hear as one person mentions Clue, and they like people turn and like stare him down.
They must think it's a great idea. Why else would you be looking?
The
at such
person who
talent?
mentioned Clue like nods their head and then leaves the party.
They might have already done Clue. Ugh,
But for the
trying
most
to
part,
redo plays.
most part it was Cats, Betty Boop, or whatever.
Okay.
Pretty simple, like relationships. Like, oh, she's dating him, he's dating her, she's dating her, he's dating him. Rumors, stuff like that.
A lot of the same names being said with different people, I imagine.
Mm-hmm.
Tracks. Okay.
But if you guys just want to vibe, enjoy the party, you can do that. It's gonna last a couple hours. Pretty long party.
I think after probably an hour, Kenzi's gonna go find the Z's and just let them know hey, think I'm just gonna head back to wherever it is we were supposed to be hanging out, where we were gonna do the surgery and all that jazz. I don't know if that was where was that?
Never picked a place.
Or
You just said you were
just
gonna
I
do
think
it.
it's where
We
we
were-
found Orcus, wherever
go back to
he
the-
was.
His castle. You can do that.
Castle.
place of
Okay, I
go to
couldn't
the
remember
house.
if he was at the castle or not. Yeah, I'm gonna be Idalia actually sent me a message a while ago and said she was gonna go for a walk. So it's been a little while. She said she'd meet us back at the castle. So I think I'm probably just gonna go ahead and head out and make sure she got there all right.
That makes sense. I'll try to find Orcus and just double check on timing of that, and I'll let you know if it's not after the party.
And then Kenzi will head out.
All right, you head out. Party's living on.
Ziteltel will try to find Orcus,
He's
who hopefully is sober enough to be talked to about medical procedures.
Well, I mean, he's in middle of the dance floor at the moment.
I'll watch him for a few moments and see if in the next 10 minutes during a song change, see if he steps off for a break before I just go for it.
All right. He's busting a move for a good while. Song starts to fade out. He doesn't stop. Energy stays. Next song's a slow song. He don't care. Fast dance. He's in his own little world right now. But he's vibing on the dance floor. He's not getting off anytime soon.
Yeah, I guess I'll go to him.
Right, you going?
Yep.
He's dancing. Bump into you. What's up?
Not much, Orcus. Think you can step aside to the good old punch bowl for a minute?
Yeah, I guess I can. I'll head over with you.
Sorry to distract you for a moment. I was just asking, are we doing the procedure stuff, right after this? Do you need a minute?
I'm not like well versed in medical stuff, but I can say this: I am hammered.
Would you like to wait until the morning then?
I mean, you're the doctor here. So if you want to wait.
Not well versed on how fast Demon Lord's sober, but yeah, probably a good call to wait for the morning then.
All right.
You can go back to the dance floor.
He will drop to the ground, and Orcus starts doing the worm back to the dance floor. Pretty solid worm.
It is a solid worm. Zixeltel will pull out her phone and text Kenzi that they will have to do the procedure in the morning because he's drunk.
And do you get that text?
Text back. Okay.
Rylee, what are you doing at this after party? You're here, you're vibing. Your grandpa's in the back corner, leaning against a wall with an open beer in hand.
I don't think Rylee's doing a whole lot of interaction. I think he'll just go chill next to his grandpa until it's decided we shouldn't leave. He's gonna head on over there. Why not?
All right. You go to your grandpa. Do you lean on the wall with him?
Sure.
All right. Both the cool guys leaning on a wall with open drink in hand. Unless you don't have a drink.
I do not have a drink.
All right, then you're the loser with no drink in your hand at the party.
You don't need a drink to party. God.
What's up, boyo?
Good show. Good showing out there.
Thank you. This,
How many more of these you
go
got
ahead.
left?
That's the last show for Hamilton, so done.
No, I mean, like, I was told that you do these. You partake in the plays for the resurrection.
Oh yeah, it's like community service. The more you do, the higher on the list to take the test you get. So I was able to take the test so soon. I didn't die that long ago. There's a long list of people in front of me,
Yeah,
but they didn't want to do
keep
musicals. I was okay with it.
fair. So you just keep doing them and
Yep.
keep getting brownie points, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. But I don't need to do them anymore. I'm already taking the test. I get back to it tomorrow, so.
Just doing them for fun now, or was this like the final?
This was the
appearance?
final one. This pushed me into the test this time.
Nice, good. So, what's your stance on that, by the way? Like, are you fully wanting to get resurrected, pass that test, make it back, or?
I mean, at this point, I'm kind of still kind of undecided. I mean, as I mentioned last time we talked about this. With one hand, it's getting another chance to live life. Experience things. for the first time all over again, which is always exciting. But on the other hand, it is losing all my memories of, you watching you grow up, watching your father grow up. The life I've already known and cared so deeply about would all just be, all fade away as if it never really existed.
Yeah, but our memory of you wouldn't go.
I mean, that's true.
I'll still remember this right here. I'll still remember you singing your ass off on that stage over there.
I think calling that singing is an insult to singers everywhere. I'm gonna be real.
An A for effort.
I'll take the A for effort. I'm just saying.
Look, but the way it is, you don't gotta worry about the family, about losing those memories, because we still have them. So they'll be there no matter what. But if getting a second chance at life, maybe turn. I mean, obviously you're not gonna have the memory of your past life, I would assume. But to get a second chance to relive the world from a different point of view, maybe in a different country, different area, different fucking plane. I don't know. There's a Fable Wild. It would be exciting. And I feel like if you got the opportunity, you shouldn't pass up the opportunity.
I get what you're saying, Boyle. I mean, truthfully, I'll keep pondering it until I either get told I failed the test and I don't have a choice anymore, or I get told I do pass and then I have to decide. Just because I passed doesn't, or I score at the top doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to come back. I can still decline it.
Oh yeah, it's kind of like
next in line to get it.
Yeah, no, I totally get that, because it's kind of like figuring out the bad example, but it works. Like picking a place to eat, you're you list off a bunch and you're like, I don't know. But the moment somebody decides, then you immediately know what you want. So
yeah,
when you take the test, it's like, I don't know if I want to do this. But if you pass and they grant you that access, then in that moment, that what you want, you'll know.
That's true. That's true.
But nothing should stop you from continuously taking the test.
You're pretty smart for a 18-year-old now?
19.
19? Close enough.
Yeah, close enough. Oh.
You're a good kid. Sorry, the beer got to me.
Oh, I can tell, yeah.
You're a good kid, Rylee. You know that.
Yeah, but sometimes you gotta be better, and I'm just working on it. A lot of the times I just hang to the back. I don't want to get involved with a lot of conflict. Because, I want to fight. I want to be able to help people. I want to be the leader that I'm supposed to be. But yeah, just thinking about being 19, not getting to experience what you do because I've died already. Kind of a bummer to think about. I don't tell my friends that. It's the first time I've probably said that. I've never told my, cohorts that. But I don't like to start the fight, but I'll definitely finish it.
I get it. When the decision on if people live or die falls directly under your shoulders, it's difficult to make the choice ever. But it's a important aspect of being a leader.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm so used to, when I am down, basically about out, I do what I can to get out of the fight, heal up, get back to feeling well, and then jump back in there. Wasting that time. They probably, I don't know if they rely on me or not, but if they do, wasting their time at that point. So I just need to I need to get it through my head that even if I'm a second away from perishing, I still got to fight it out. But I'll figure that out.
There's nothing wrong with fearing death. Hey, boy. It's scary. Everyone. You don't need to try to force yourself to not be afraid of it.
I want a chance at life before I kick the bucket. And I know that what we're doing, which we're the way I see it is kind of wasting a lot of time right now. We got shit we gotta do. We gotta find our friend and rescue him. But I'm working on it.
You're gonna do great, me boy.
Like I said, I just, it's not overall the fear of death, it's the fear of dying. But
I get it.
I think I should see it the way that how the resurrection thing is, right? Like getting a second chance for proving that you are better than you used to be. I feel like kind of fits in the same boat of I'm afraid to fight because I don't want to die. And my second chance would be showing them that I don't need to run and that they can rely on me, because I gotta be honest, I don't think that they do.
I get it. Just gotta remember, they rely on you, and you need to rely on them as well. We're a strong, talented bunch. You don't have to carry it all on your own shoulders by yourself.
Nah. I mean, I don't carry all of it. Trust me, I don't got the smarts that they do. I can hit hard, but I don't know how to do surgery. Who fucking what 18-year-old knows how to do surgery? Crazy. I mean, good for them.
I think Albert Einstein did at 18.
Good for him. Good weird fact. Good for him.
I'm not sure. Again, like you, smart was not my thing. Anyway, in short, we're gonna be okay.
I'm gonna be great. Don't you worry.
If I'm gonna give you any maybe actually meaningful advice in this moment, if you're so scared of dying young without experiencing life, simply experience more life in the little time you do get.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I'm not looking at it that way of like we're so focused on getting these items, fighting these people, rescuing our friends, that I'm not really realizing the fact that I traveled this country, continent, whatever you want to call it.
You traveled the world. You're in hell right now, but you're not dead.
I know, and I was in heaven, and I ripped the doors off of a building in heaven.
That's impressive, me boy.
I know, it was crazy.
See,
I pissed off some people, but that's fine.
That's okay.
They can rebuild.
Exactly. There's heaven. It's like you said earlier. You see this as wasting time, and that's the wrong mindset. This is life. This is living life. And you're not letting it pass you by. You're here in the moment.
Yeah.
And that counts for something.
Definitely true. I never would have thought ever I would end up here until I die. But here we are.
Yeah. How many people can say they got to watch Hamilton in hell and then go back to their actual house? Not a house in hell. Five of you.
Not a lot of... Not true. Gotta be honest, not sure how much of a brag we are right now, but I totally get the sentiment.
You get it.
I mean, hell, I met Jesus Christ.
Yes.
That's wild.
Yeah, he chills down here. He's the head of the department.
I talked to him about that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
For him. Good for you guys. Good for hell.
Yeah. And there he is over there. In the corner. Turning water into wine.
You would think he'd have a second party trick at this point, but...
it's winter in hell. The pools aren't open. You can't walk on it right now.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Exactly.
So, everybody loves wine, probably. Don't know.
No.
Is it just like one kind of wine, or is it like many kinds of wine?
I don't know. I've never had any of the wine Jesus makes.
I wanna drink
Something
water
about the
now.
process I don't trust.
Understand.
Anyway, my boy. I think you should go to bed. It's late. We're gonna watch someone do surgery on the King of Hell tomorrow, I guess.
Yeah.
And that's only
That's
gonna be
strange.
mildly stressful for everyone involved. And very
Yeah,
stressful
all
for
they-
the person doing it.
Yeah, they've only had books, but you know.
Yeah.
Look, if he dies, which he's okay with, we have a signed document saying that he's okay with it. If he dies, you're king of hell. I don't see a downside to this.
I mean, the downside is I kind of can't be reincarnated if I have to
Yeah,
run this
but-
place.
but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. How about that?
Hey, okay, we can do that.
We should head out because I'm assuming they all left at this point.
At least two of them have.
Like, I don't know where Idalia is, but not really the partier, I would assume.
What a fantastic transition you gave me, as we're going to cut to Idalia, who is not at the party. No, Idalia finds herself a good bit away from the capital of hell, good bit away from civilization, at the edge of a forest, trees filled with blood-soaked leaves. It is like the middle of winter, so a lot of the trees have the leaves fallen off. It's dark within the forest. Just being near it gives this uneasy sensation. You just staring into the forest, or
She's contemplating.
what you contemplating?
If she should go in or not.
Hmm. You can think out loud. This is your scene. Weigh the pros, cons.
She, I mean, she's frustrated at this whole situation. Haven is still gone. Now Damien is gone. She feels like both of them being gone, are her fault because she didn't save Haven. She didn't take the deal. So Damien's gone, and they got nothing for it. And then, like, when they were at the office and talking to Jesus, and he's like, "Do you guys want to know where you stand?" And everybody can say, "Yeah, here's my name," and she can't even do that because she goes by Idalia, but she's fairly confident that that's not her real name. But she also doesn't know what her real name would be. She doesn't know what her family is, where they are, who they are. So the idea of even just getting a chance at a possible memory that she doesn't remember is very tempting to her.
As you stare into the darkness of the forest, you will feel this like icy like grip start to surround you. And a warmth coming from within the trees as if it's trying to beckon you forth. You aren't trapped by it. You're free to turn around. So you are aware.
She's gonna pull out her dagger and take like a singular step forward.
The warmth, it's warmer.
How close is she to the edge right now of the forest?
I'll say you're about 3 steps from actually entering the forest.
She will take another 2
Take
steps.
2 more steps. The warmth continues to grow. You're now 1 step away from entering into this forest.
She's gonna call out into the forest.
Oh,
And
what'd you
she's just
say?
gonna ask, hello?
You will hear as your own voice echoes back to you, saying hello.
Is anyone there?
Your voice echoes once more. The warmth continues to grow from the forest. Like a cozy campfire after a long trek in a winter storm. Comfort. Sensation of safety in the heat.
She's gonna take 2 steps forward.
Take 2 steps forward and you enter into the forest. Once you start walking, you feel as if your feet can't stop for a few minutes. You walk deeper and deeper into the forest before suddenly your head starts throbbing. But it doesn't hurt. It's not painful. It's relaxing. As if weight is being lifted off of your shoulders after so long. You blink and everything will go black. As your eyes open again, you are a child. You're on the beach with a handful of other Air Genasi children around you. Multiple adults all around, seemingly as if you're in like a group or like a family trip to the beach or something like that. Running, playing, having a good old time. What kind of games do you want to play on the beach?
She's gonna play tag.
You want to play tag? You can play tag. It's a good game of tag on the beach with these other children. Not quite sure if they are like siblings, cousins, or just random strangers or whatnot. But obviously, the people you have good rapport with, you're hanging out with them. You play for a couple hours and you hear one of the adults call out that dinner's ready. And you and all the other kids rush to a set of picnic tables on the beach where you sit down and you're all given a lovely dinner. What kind of dinner do you want?
Like a barbecue kind of dinner.
Okay,
I
a nice
think.
barbecue. You get some good ribs, put on the grill a couple hours ago, as they should be. Some nice hamburgers, hot dogs. corn on the cob, as you do. All the classics. The food's delicious. Something like a flavor you've never like had before. Best food you definitely have ever had in your life. Everyone sits and eats. They tell tales, tell stories, and just talk about their days. It's nice. It's peaceful here. You all watch as the sun begins to set over the ocean. You feel a hand on your shoulder. It's time to go home, Alia. Did you have fun on the beach today?
Is it a woman or a man?
Tis a woman. I'm just bad at female voices, as we've learned.
Mom?
Yes, dear, that's me.
Yeah, I had fun.
I'm glad to hear it. You will be lifted off the ground, and you will turn and see your mother's face. Give me a history check, please.
I don't know if I'm good at those.
Who knows?
14.
His face is familiar, not in the sense of this is clearly my mother, in the sense of I have seen this person after everything. After you lost your memory, after you became Idalia, you have seen this person before. You can't quite figure out where or who. You will blink and you will wake up and you're on the floor and the outskirts of the forest once more.
She's gonna reach into her bag of holding, and she's gonna pull out her notes, her file,
Okay.
and a pen, quill, whatever.
Okay.
And she's going to write Alia.
Are you like scribbling
paper.
out the Idalia on it or just writing Alia?
I'm just writing Alia on it.
Okay. You can do that. What now?
Do I see anybody around me?
Nope. You're alone in the exact same spot you entered the forest.
I wanna pull out my Calypso spirit.
Okay. Got your big old Pegasus.
She's gonna sit there for a minute, and she's gonna kind of talk to her Pegasus because she needs to like think out loud.
Go for it. Talk to that Pegasus.
I had a name. Alia. I had a mom. I'm gonna look at the Pegasus and be like, what do I do now? Because now that she Because I'm guessing now that she's out of the forest, all of that weight that's been on her shoulders is back.
Like part of it. It still feels like something's been lifted off your shoulders.
I'm gonna turn back and look to the forest. Because, I mean, she knows that she just did something stupid.
You turn back and look into the forest, and that warmth that it had is now gone.
Can I make a perception check? I want to see, do I sense anything different?
Sure. You can make a perception check for that. Actually, do insight. This seems more like an insight.
Insight?
Thing. Yeah.
Okay. Unnatural 20.
It seems as if this forest has like nothing more to offer you.
Okay. Is my dagger still in my hand?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna keep it in my hand. I'm gonna use my Calypso Spirit wings and fly back to the castle.
All right, you can do that. Kenzi, you left earlier. You just went back to the palace.
Yeah, I was gonna go back and make sure Idalia got there all right.
All right, well, you get there and Idalia is not there.
I think after like looking around for a little bit and realizing that Idalia's missing, Kenzi is just gonna have this sinking feeling inside of her, like another one gone. And I think her initial thought is gonna be, where would she go? I think Kenzi's gonna run back outside and she's gonna kind of fly up and just start looking around.
All right.
To see if she can see anything, or if she thinks like where would she have gone.
How high are you flying?
I mean up high enough that I can see a good bit around.
Okay. Give me a perception check then.
Okay. $18.
As you look around, the city itself seems fairly normal. For the most part, nothing too exciting around it except for the forest.
I'm gonna start flying in that direction, but I would like to try to call Idalia on my way.
All right. You try to call Idalia. It goes straight to voicemail.
Yeah, I'm just gonna fly towards the forest.
All right. You fly over there, and you will see Idalia's body on the ground outside the forest.
I'm gonna go down there.
You start going down, and at about 40 feet away, like you hit this like wall that just stops you. It's like ice cold.
Try to yell for her.
You yell, and she seems to have no reaction.
And like there's no way like that I can go around whatever this wall is to try to get there.
Once you are within 40 feet of Idalia from any direction is when you hit this wall.
Um Okay, you said I see her body, so she's
Mhm.
just like laying on the ground.
Yeah, she's just on the ground, and she's not in the forest. She's like outside the forest, on the edge of it. You don't see anything near her.
Um, oh, I really have a feeling that if I throw some kind of spell at this wall, it's gonna like bounce back at me or something.
I mean, only one way to find out.
I'm gonna try to cast firebolt at the wall, like not directly in front of me or like aimed at Idalia, but like kind of off to the side to see if it does anything.
All right. Tim, roll me a D100. And then Brittany also roll a D100, please.
$90.
57.
All right. So you cast this spell, and it immediately bounces off, back toward behind you.
Look behind me.
I mean, the spell
But
hits
it-
the ground.
Hits the ground. Okay. I'm gonna call the Z's.
Boing, boing. Boing, boing. Disease.
Yes.
You need to come now. The Idalia, she wasn't at the castle when I got there. She's laying outside of the forest. I can't get to her. There's like a wall or something. I don't know what to do.
Okay. She'll hang up.
And then Kenzi's just gonna like be pacing outside of this wall.
Kenzi, after you get off the phone, you feel as if the wall is like expanding, trying to push you away.
No,
Where you were physically being moved by the wall.
I'm gonna push back against it.
If you want to try to make a strength check, go for it. This wall has a plus 20 to its strength.
I don't
'Cause it's
care
a
if it
wall.
pushes me away. I'm gonna try to push back.
All right, go for it.
It's the principle of the matter.
It really
It is the principle of the matter.
Really. I think I win.
I got a 19.
I got a 40 because I got a nat 20.
I don't care.
So you are pushed back by this wall.
I don't care. I imagine if anyone saw, it would be like Kenzi, like fully leaning forward, touching nothing, but feet getting pushed back.
Correctly. That is
Yeah.
exactly what the Z's will come up across when they arrive. Though now you are about 120 feet away from Idalia.
Hey,
It's a very calm greeting for what is going on.
I don't know.
I assume
gonna,
you
like-
can't get closer.
Turn around so that my back is what's pushing against the wall now. So facing the Z's, but being pushed forward.
Got it.
I don't know. I can't get to her, and I'm being pushed farther away.
I see that.
Any ideas?
No. I don't have a magic wall be gone spell.
Neither do I.
I'll get to work on that.
Zitel's gonna try to figure out where they are because they are a good 100, if not more, feet away. So it's kind of harder probably to see where Idalia is at. Can they tell that she's at the forest line?
Give me a perception check at disadvantage because you guys are on the floor still, on the ground.
$25.
You're able to vaguely make out a shape that could be considered Idalia.
And the forest line, I imagine.
Yeah, at the forest line, so not in the forest.
So Is that her there? And she'll kind of point at the figure she can kind of make out.
Yep.
And is that the Forest of Forgotten Memories?
You betcha.
Did she tell you she was coming here?
Nope. She said, and I quote, "I'm gonna go walk by myself, but I'll meet you back at the castle."
Well, sounds like she's going to meet us at the castle, and she made her choice, so Zixeltel's going to turn around, and she's going to leave.
I think Kenzi is gonna kind of give up pushing against this wall and just kind of slide down so that she's sitting with her back against it, still, I assume, being pushed forward.
Mhm.
Yeah. She's just gonna sit there and continue to just let this wall push her.
All right, you get pushed all the way back to town, and then the wall behind you will just go away.
Fall back. Just gonna lay there for a bit.
All right. Well, the Z's have gone back to the palace. Rylee, you're leaving the party.
Yeah.
The last train just.
I
left.
went back to the party.
Oh, you
actually.
get my bad. Okay, my
I was
bad.
trying to talk to someone when I got called.
My bad. The Z's go back to the party. They cross Riley's path as Riley's leaving.
See you at the
Hey.
castle.
What a polite interaction. Rylee, going to the palace or
Yeah, I don't think there's anywhere else I could possibly go.
okay. As you're walking back to the palace, you'll see the sign you put a ball of metal through in your drunken stupor.
It seems stupid.
Can he read it correctly
That's like
now?
a good shot.
Nah. Yeah, actually, yeah. He can't read it correctly. It says Hamilton.
It was still through the A.
Yeah, it's still through the A.
I'm just gonna look at that and just be like, nice. Keep going.
All right. You go back. We go back to the party with the Z's. Party's bumping.
Zixeltel gets in there, has a moment of silent monologue before she'll turn into Zeal, who they've decided is the best person for this conversation, and is going to find the person that, based on the playbill, might be Jesus Christ. They're not really sure, because they're not sure that Jesus is here. But they're going to look for the person that looks most like Jesus Christ to them, based on who is acting.
All right. Would you have kept your playbill, or would you have tossed it?
Kept it.
All right, then.
Specifically because I saw that name on there.
All right, then you can look back at the playbill. It seems that it seems Jesus Christ played George Washington. So you will find the actor who played George Washington. You're in the corner. People are bringing like bottles of water, doing a whole little show, tossing it behind his back, and then boom, it's wine. Someone like walks up with one piece of bread. He snaps it in half. Now there's 2 fish. I think it was 2 fish. It might have been 2 loaves of bread. I don't remember. One of the 2.
Hey, it's his off night. It's an off
Exactly.
night.
He's doing party tricks over there.
Hello.
Hey. How can I help
Hi.
you?
Well, I just want to ask first. It says here that your name is Jesus Christ.
The one and only.
Is that okay? So that isn't just a stage name. That is, you are actually him.
Yep, Son of God. Or one
Okay,
of them.
cool.
There's a lot of. Actually, I guess it's not that many anymore. Used to be a lot of them.
Fair enough. So I had a question. My friends and I were like working on like a thing back up on the surface world, and one of the things we needed to get to the Fey Wilds is an angel's heart, but as far as I know, there's not very many angels left. We don't really want to like kill one and take their heart if we can avoid it, because that's not good. And we already have a lot of enemies, I feel, and heaven is not a place I would like to be my enemy personally. Um, do you know anything we can do about that?
That is certainly a tricky situation, yeah. Let's see. You're trying to avoid killing an angel, which I appreciate personally.
I figured you would. I also appreciate it personally too.
I think got kind of one of two options here. Option one, a bit easier. Gotta convince someone to become an angel. Say that they have to pledge, their soul to protecting heaven. Take you a fun little ritual that Zachariah will lead, and then they become an angel, and then you could take their heart. You might want to let them know you want to take the heart first, though. Make sure they're okay with it.
Make sure, yeah.
Alternatively, you could maybe try to figure out how to make like an artificial angel heart. But I think that's pretty complicated to do. It takes like a lot of electricity, some little other bits and bobs. I'm not too well versed in science personally, but
Do you know, if there's anywhere I could find a book on that or anything like that?
probably the Library of Heaven. Yeah, that's some information we kind of keep secret.
Okay. Well, yeah. I'd imagine you don't want just anyone having that, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, that's very helpful. Thank you.
Anytime. Is there anything else I could assist you with?
Um, I don't think so. Not right now, though, but it's nice to know you're here if we need to
Yeah,
talk to you again.
this is why I stay full time. I work in the reincarnation department.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I'm the department head. Figured I could do more good here, helping people get second chances.
I agree with that.
Yeah. You seem
You know,
pretty
my
chill.
friends.
You can call me
Oh,
JC
thank
from
you.
now on.
I will then, if that's the name you want to be called. I think my friends must have saw you then earlier today. They were at the reincarnation center.
Yeah, that was Ryland, Idalia, and
Mhm.
Kenzi, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they didn't mention seeing you.
I mean, I get it. Seeing Jesus Christ can be very shocking.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you. I'll let you get back to your party tricks and fun.
Of course. Before you go,
Hmm?
we'll give you a little hand cross thing. Have a blessed day.
You too.
You turn and leave, feeling a bit lighter, feeling like you got a little bit of good luck on your side.
Do I have the bless spell, or is it just a feeling?
It's just a feeling.
Okay.
That's
Just
just
want
a
to be
feeling.
sure. All right. And then I will head back to the palace
All right, then
and switch back to Zixeltel.
the Z's, Rylee, and Kenzi all arrive at the palace. Don't stare at my cat like that. Oh, so sorry. My sincerest apologies. The Z's and Rylee go back to the palace. Kenzi is not here. Idalia is not here.
How long am I just chilling at the palace until the Z's get there?
I'll say like
10 minutes.
10
maybe.
minutes. Yeah.
15.
We'll say
Not
20
long.
to be on the safe side.
Yeah.
I think because Riley has no idea what's been going on. He's fully just waiting. He's just chilling, kicking some around.
He's just chilling. Hanging out. Is Kenzi ever gonna go back to the palace?
I think after she lays on the ground in defeat for a while, she's just gonna like turn around so that she's like facing where Idalia's laying on the ground, and she's just gonna sit there and just stare and like start flipping her dagger and just like will her to come back.
Okay. So about 6 hours are gonna pass. Kenzi and Idalia still haven't arrived at the palace.
Man. They just sat there for 6 hours and didn't question a damn thing.
You can question something. I'm just saying that's the amount of time it's gonna be before the first scene gets resolved.
The Z's do come back to the palace, correct?
Yes, it's you and the Z's for 6 hours.
I think even after the Z's show up, I think it's
Also,
still
is
just
Sky
like
here?
Oh yeah, Sky.
Pray
Yeah,
over NPCs. Is
Sky's
Sky
late.
here?
Yeah, Sky's late. Don't worry.
We don't have many of those left. We probably should keep track of them.
Zane's
where's Soon?
supposedly still at the bar.
I'm sure he is. I'm not as worried about that.
I think definitely an hour will have gone by after the Z's get there before Rylee ever mentions the other two, because he's just like, I don't know how long it's gonna be. I don't know where they're at. Party will take a long time.
All right. So after 1 hour, you say something.
Yeah. Oh, maybe they're taking their sweet time. I mean, I would assume that they're off together. And after, I guess, an hour, I'll just head over to the Z's. They'd be like, "Hey, we got that surgery coming up, like morning.
Yep.
And definitely need some sleep. Where's Idalia? Or are they already
Well,
here?
Kenzi's pushing up against an invisible wall, and Idalia's dealing with the consequences of her actions. So,
Is that like a metaphor that they're both going through some really troubling shit right now? Pushing against a wall that doesn't exist. That's some deep stuff.
Idalia's might be a metaphor. I can't really speak on it because I don't know. There's an invisible wall.
Sounds more real than it was a metaphor, and at this point. Are they coming back? Do we know? Should we go
Probably.
grab them and bring them back?
You can grab one of them, but I don't think she'll want to come, and the other one is behind an invisible wall, so no.
Is she outside at least? Like, where's the one that I
Outside the
can
city
grab?
limits? Yes.
Oh.
Kenzi is physically in a place where you can grab her. Last I left her, but I don't think that's going to be an easy task for you. Or anyone for the matter. I don't think she's planning on going anywhere until, I guess, the wall goes down or something.
Curious about this wall. I feel like it would not be very nice for me to ignore that our cohorts have not made their way back.
Probably not.
I was just going to take a deep breath of disappointment. He's going to walk outside.
They went to the
Hopefully
forest,
in the
by
correct
the way.
direction.
They went to the forest. And she'll point towards the direction.
Going to take a nice long, like 5-second stare. And be like, okay. And disappointingly walk outside in that direction.
All right, you walk out. You get just outside the city walls. See Kenzi sitting on the floor, flipping a dagger, staring out.
Just sitting normally, or like laying. Okay.
Like crisscross, I imagine.
Walk up, be like, you make sure you catch that every time, because I don't want to deal with a dagger going through your hand or something.
I'm fairly
Also,
certain a dagger going through my hand is the least of our problems.
expound.
Well, Idalia's over there, stuck behind an invisible wall that doesn't let us get close, and I don't know what's wrong. My assumption is that she was being a dumbass and went into the forest.
Probably a correct assumption. We've all done some dumb stuff. But do we need to go over there and go grab her, figure that out? Or are you just
Go
gonna
for
sit
it.
here?
No, yeah.
Oh.
Go grab her.
Well, I mean, Z's told me something about invisible wall, so I assume there's something in the area. Curious why you're still sitting on the floor.
Mm-hmm. You're more than welcome to try.
Okay. I'm gonna attempt to walk that way.
All right,
Weird interaction.
All right, you walk out unimpeded until you get 40 feet away from Idalia. When you hit a invisible wall.
Oh. Can find that shit. Ah. I understand.
Mm-hmm.
What's the game plan at the wall?
It's invisible. Clearly I can see through it, right?
Yeah. You can see Idalia.
Can I Misty Step through it?
You want to try to Misty Step through it?
I don't want to try Misty Stepping through it.
You can cast Misty Step.
So I don't gotta do anything for that, it just happens.
Alright, you cast Misty Step. And you feel as if, ironically, as if you just ran into a wall.
Oh. Lovely.
You haven't moved at all.
Okay. That's not good. I'm going to turn around and then head back to where Kenzi sits.
Alright.
And just gonna walk to her and be like, so are we gonna wait this out?
I mean, she's either dead over there or she'll eventually wake up, is my thought. So, hoping for the latter.
Yeah. Definitely bummer. And do you want to stay out here or do you want to go back to the palace? I just don't know. I don't know what to do. There's a giant wall. I couldn't Misty Step through it. You're just sitting on the ground in a bad mood, and the Z's don't care to come out. I'm kind of in a pickle here, and it feels awkward. So are you going to sit on the ground and wait it out here, or are we going to go back to the palace?
Kenzi's gonna look over to where Idalia's at and kind of think, well, she clearly didn't want our help. So she'll just kind of, after a minute, just sigh and get up, and she'll go back with Rylee to the castle.
I thought. Go ahead back.
Alright, you both head back to the castle. You get up to your room. If there's conversation that wishes to be had, now's the time.
Riley's just gonna head straight to his room because the quicker we get to sleep, the quicker we could figure that out. And just gonna walk up to his room.
Alright, Riley goes to bed. The Z's have already gone to bed. Kenzi, you going to bed? You doing something?
Has Sky gone to bed?
Not if you wish to talk to her.
Yeah, talk to her.
Alright, you can find her pretty easily.
Kenzi's just gonna go over and sit down next to her and say, I never thought I'd say this, but I kind of miss the days we were just at Mother's house.
Yeah. The days full of ignorance, I don't know if that's the right word. like unknowing the truth, what's going on, the severity. Being able to be a kid. That was nice.
Do you think that we'll be able to get them all back?
Of course. I believe in us. I know what all of us are capable of. But most importantly, if we don't, then who will?
Lately, it seems like all we're capable of is letting each other get taken.
I mean, it's not as if we're letting them. If we could have done something in every situation, we would have stopped it. Getting tricked or going up against something literally designed to beat us doesn't mean we're letting things happen or failing. Unfortunate, yes, but the situations that we could not have changed anything about. I think we just have to remember that.
Maybe.
We didn't let any of this happen. We didn't want any of this to happen.
Think Idalia wanted to go to that forest by herself?
Idalia went to the forest by herself.
Yes, she's laying outside on the ground behind an invisible wall and we can't get to her. And she's been there for hours. And she lied. She told me she was going back here, knowing she wasn't. And that we wouldn't be able to save her if something bad happened, and now she's there.
Sky's gonna just put her hand in her face. Like pinch the bridge of her nose for a second. We also, unfortunately, all seem to suffer from bouts of stupidity. But, I mean, if we can't get to her, we can operate under the assumption that nothing else can get to her.
Except anything that's in that forest.
I mean, did you try approaching from the forest?
I couldn't get to the forest.
Did you try going around? Or did you just try to go straight to where Idalia was?
If I go to the forest, there's a good chance I'm gonna end up just like Idalia laying on the ground.
I mean, that's true. I'm not saying it's a good idea. I'm just saying I'm going to operate off the assumption that if we can't approach her from any seeming direction, nothing else would be able to.
So we just leave her there then?
I mean, do you have an alternative idea?
No, I don't. That's why I was sitting out there for hours waiting for her to wake up on her own.
Then unfortunately, I think we have no choice but to wait.
I don't want to lose anyone else, Sky.
We won't. I'm sure Idalia will be fine. And when she comes back, I am more than willing to let you have first dibs on slapping her.
She'll be lucky if that's all she gets.
I'm inclined to agree.
And then I think Kenzi will go to bed.
Okay. All of you go to bed. Idalia wakes up a couple more hours later and flies back to the palace. You get up to the room. You open the door. Turn the lights on. Sky is sitting in a chair facing the door. You're home late.
Sorry, I got distracted.
Distracted? By what?
Mm-hmm. Thinking.
Oh, thinking? I like thinking. Let's think together. What were you thinking about?
Let's just cut to the chase, guy. You full well know where I was.
Yes, and I know you didn't tell a single person you were going there. Do you have any idea how reckless that was? Do you have any idea how worried all of us were for you? Kenzi spent hours trying to get to you.
I didn't plan on going in, Sky.
Did you plan on
It just-
going to it?
No. But I couldn't stand going to that stupid cast party, knowing that Haven is in the Feywilds going through who knows what. And we're just sitting here wasting time watching musicals. So I went for a walk to try and clear my head from all the thoughts that have been racing through my mind for the last 12 days. On top of all the thoughts that have been racing through my mind since the moment I woke up in that lab.
I get it. But we are not wasting time. We are working towards getting to Haven. Yes, it's a lot longer than we wish it was, but it's not like we're standing still. We're making progress towards her. I know I can't answer any of the questions you have about who you are or where you came from, but we still care about you. No matter who you used to be, you are our friend now, and we care about you. And we want you to be safe. Sky will attempt to give Idalia a hug, if Idalia allows.
She'll allow it. She won't really hug back, but she'll allow it.
Gotcha. I don't think any of us can take losing any more friends. So please, try not to be so reckless again. At least tell someone you're going there. Even if it is impromptu, let someone know.
Okay.
Now you get some sleep. It's late.
I'm assuming Sky leaves.
No. She's standing here telling you to go to bed.
Idalia will go laid down, but she's definitely not going to fall asleep.
That is fine. Peter, go ahead and give me a perception check for funsies.
Mm-hmm.
Since you told me you were still awake, I assumed you went to bed because you walked away.
I slept for 4 hours and now I'm awake again.
Makes sense.
That's a 27.
Yeah, you heard that entire scene.
Mm-hmm. I'll be waiting outside in the hallway.
You're waiting outside the hallway as Idalia walks by.
Oh, she wasn't in her own room? I thought that was in her room that she was sleeping in.
I'm saying
What,
she's
yeah, what are
walking
the sleeping
to...
arrangements? Because I'm like,
Yeah, what is a sleeping arrangement?
yeah.
So
Where
basically,
am I?
Alice.
this is basically a house. So you all have like your own individual, like own rooms, but you have a shared common space.
Oh.
Okay, so Sky was in the common space.
Yes.
Yeah,
was in the
like a
common space.
mother sitting in the dark waiting to turn on the lamp when their kid walks into the...
Or their husband
Room
after he's
house.
out being a superhero illegally.
That's what I was thinking.
I was trying so fucking hard to find that GIF so I could put it in the chat the whole goddamn time, and I couldn't find it. Ugh. Sorry.
But like you have bedrooms and hallways, and I've arbitrarily decided for the sake of this scene happening that you and Idalia share a hallway.
Makes sense. Zitel's just gonna be in the hallway. If Idalia wants to talk to her, she can.
He's gonna walk and go to bed.
Right. Walk past, go to your room, go to bed. You got extra couple hours. What you gonna do, Z's?
She's first gonna walk into the common room where Sky is.
Sky is making a pot of coffee at the moment.
So are you going to sleep?
How about I'll sleep tomorrow? It was kind of hard to sleep. Not sure if Idalia was safe yet or not.
Well, you took the chair that I was going to wait in, so...
I mean, you can have it up. I'm done waiting now. I'm making coffee. Ignore the fact
No,
this is the third pot of coffee I've made.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So, you feeling prepped for this procedure?
Oh, it's prepped as something that we can read a book about and never have actually done and just do for the first time, and it's luck-based anyway because it's a 50-50 chance, so sure.
That's fair. Coffee?
I'll take a small bit, but I'd hate to starve you of your only sleep today.
I can always make another pot.
True.
If you have nothing specific you wish to speak about, you and Sky will sip your coffees in silence.
Yeah, she's just gonna sit there. She can be talked to, but she doesn't have anything to say.
All right, then everyone else will awaken about 4 hours later. You all come to the common room. Guy made breakfast. Eggs, bacon, sausage, hash browns, French toast.
Is Idalia out there when Kenzi comes out?
It can be, yeah.
I think Kenzi's gonna like walk out and like stop when she sees her. And then she's just gonna go get breakfast and sit farther away from Idalia than normal.
You can do that. You'll take like Sky's seat at the other end of the table. And Sky will take yours. Breakfast is pretty good. Pretty good breakfast. Any conversations people want to have, or gonna have the world's most awkward breakfast?
That's kind of the lead up for the most awkward breakfast, but I'd love to see Rylee try to fix it.
I had something in my head and it wasn't even trying to fix it. Is Idalia eating? I need to...
Is Idalia eating?
Are you chilling? You chilling at the table? Where are you at? I need to know. It doesn't matter where you are, I just need to know.
Yeah, she'll be at the table.
I think at this point, Rise just, where he walks into the kitchen, dining room. Common. They're also common. He's just gonna like walk right past Idalia, stop, take a few steps back, and you're just gonna look at her and look her up and down, be like, glad to see you back. Just gonna move on.
And now we have the most
Does she
awkward
have-
breakfast.
Yeah, does she have a plate in front of her? You eating? You getting your nutrients, your
Sure.
protein?
We'll say I'm eating.
Fucking better be.
Don't make Sky spoon feed you. Sky will airplane the food if she has to. We have a delicious breakfast in complete silence, the exception of some coughs, maybe. You hear a knock at the door.
Zixeltel will go
Okay.
answer it unless someone else. Oh, nope. Rylee
No,
seems
you
more
got,
eager.
you got it. You beat me to it.
Nope,
beat me to
you
it.
seem more eager. Go for it.
Before either of you get
I
up from the
genuinely
table.
figured nobody was gonna say anything, so I was like, all right, fuck
Before either of you get up from the table, the door just opened. What's up, party people?
I just
Everybody.
imagine there's like 4 different people like halfway out of their seat. Like everyone's been waiting for something to like interrupt that breakfast. So as soon as someone knocked, everyone's just like,
What's up, party people? How you doing? The tension in this room is gross.
just woke up, just enjoying breakfast, but looks around at everybody else.
Anyway, you ready to cut me open?
You have a sanitary place prepared for us to do it?
I have the closest we can get.
What's the closest you can get?
I'll show you. Come on, guys.
How sanitary does hell get?
I mean, it is all fire and brimstone. And it is how you sanitize things, is fire.
The old-fashioned way, yeah.
And brimstone, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty sanitary now, actually.
Oh, fair.
Yeah, he leads you all the way to the top floor. The roof. There's a surgical suite set up. There's an operating table. Plenty of anesthesia ready to go. All the tools you could possibly need. Scalpel, a bone saw, hammer, chisel. Other medical things. I should have told my dad about this beforehand. I meant to. I forgot to.
Probably. Too busy with Hamilton on
Yeah.
his brain.
"Mhm."
Yeah, don't worry. I do have how to perform heart surgery open on my computer. So
Good.
I got this.
Can you send me the link?
Nope.
Okay. I'll have to find the same one you're on.
I'm not giving you nothing.
I have a book, physician.
Yeah, you have a book, so you get advantage on your dice rolls.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Emil Morris is also up there. He is too fucking energetic for this early.
I think it could be a coping mechanism.
You should cope
Maybe.
less.
I don't see the problem. I don't know. It's exciting.
Yeah, it's exciting. I might die. Woo.
That, obviously. I mean, I don't know. When does this ever happen? You fucking 18-year-old gets to cut a man open who has several hearts. That's pretty interesting. I think you guys are a little down. Look. Come on. What time is it?
Orcus will look at his watch. It's like 9 a.m. hell time.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna ignore that for now. 9 a.m. We get up at like 7. It's fine. It's fine. So how confident are we in this situation?
I'm as confident as I'm gonna get. Orcus
Flips
flops
it
on the
back
table.
at the Z's.
I
Confidence
think
level.
we're confident. I think we're confident that we can open him up and take a heart out. But one's a real one and one's a fake one, so the fake one's the one we want. So confidence on that is a coin
Oh.
flip. So, but on the other hand, we're getting the heart either way. Because if we get the wrong one, then we just take the right one. That doesn't bode well for him necessarily, but
I'm not promising anything. I have something that might help us not kill this man, but I think it needs to be time based. So whenever he's fully open and see the hearts, that's when I'll use what I have. So
got it.
whenever we want to get started.
Orcus is on the table. He started he has an IV in his arm. He's connecting himself to all the machines.
Either
that are
he's a
up there.
genius or a drug addict.
He watched like a lot of tube videos about this last night. He's picking himself up. He lays back. Emil slowly walks up to him and puts like an anesthesia mask on him. And then Orcus gets knocked out. So Orcus is knocked out on the table. You got your
Is there a
variety of tools.
ventilator?
He's connected to what he needs to be connected to.
Okay. I'll take your word for it.
So if you want to give me that first medicine chest.
Sure.
With advantage, though, right?
Yeah,
My
with
music
advantage.
ended right as I rolled.
Yeah, with advantage.
Oh, with advantage. Okay.
because you have the books.
All these checks will be at advantage.
Well, the one I rolled for the advantage was a natural 2, but with the good roll from advantage, that is a...
Stop eating quartz.
You cut out, Peter. Your number did not make it.
27.
All right, you
27.
get a nice 6 to 8 inch long incision down the middle of the Orcus's chest. You see his rib cage, which spans much further down than normal human anatomy. You see the locations where there were 5 other hearts that are now gone. Some of them are still there, just like with holes in the middle of them.
These clearly not the ones we need.
Yeah, there's 2 that are beating. They are both behind the rib cage. The next step is you gotta get through the rib cage. Give me another medicine check.
$22.
All right. You take the bone saw and you start cutting through the breastbone. The battery dies halfway through. What are you gonna do here? You gotta get through this rib cage.
Thought he prepared for everything.
He brought everything.
Okay, well, is there a manual bone saw if he brought everything?
There will be a manual bone saw X thing.
That's gonna have to do.
All right, give me an attack roll. Without proficiency.
What will I add to that then if it's without proficiency?
I'll say it's the dex weapon.
Okay, that is a 22.
All right, you get the rest of the way through this breastbone, and you spread the rib cage apart so you can access both the hearts. Both hearts are here. They both beating.
Okay. God, I hope this works. Just gonna kind of like look into it just to see the 2 hearts, and then I'm gonna back up a second. I don't want to touch anything. I have in my bag for the longest time a pipe that if I smoke it, it will present a cloud that will give us a hint on an action that we are working for the current thing we are working on. So can I use this for a hint as to which of these two is the proper heart.
You sure can use it to try to get a hint. Please roll a d20 for me.
I was like, I do have something written down. It says C14. I don't know what that means, but I put that down when you told it to me.
The DC, it says DC 14. So now, yeah. So roll me a d20. Flat d20.
Just a flat roll, or am I doing something with this?
Flat d roll.
Flat roll? 15.
All right. So you take this pipe, you smoke it. Grandfather looks at you with approval. You see a little ring of smoke will appear over one of the hearts.
Everybody see that, or is that just me?
Everyone can see it. Smoke is physically making a circle.
Zixeltel looks down at the ring, then looks to Rylee. What's that?
Hopefully the correct one. So I have this pipe here, and I got it in one of the magic chests from the Feylands. Basically,
Okay, yeah.
if I use it, it gives us a hint towards our current goal, and I feel like this is a proper time to use it. So I'm going to assume that the hint that it gave me is that the correct one is the one that the ring is.
And by correct one, you mean the one we want it to be, or the one that's the real one?
The one we want it to be.
Okay.
So which
the
one do
fake
you want it
that
to
we're
be,
taking out.
Rylee?
I want it to be the one we need. So the fake, not the one that won't kill him.
You want it to be the fake? Okay.
I want it to be the fake one. Yeah.
Okay.
Does the ring stay put? Now that that's been clarified in his mind palace.
I would say at the point when I smoked it, I knew exactly what I wanted.
Yeah. When he smoked it, he would know it would circle the one he wanted. It will disappear afterwards, but you will have seen which one it was over.
That's the fake one, and we need that one.
We need that one. Okay. Then they will choose that one as the one to extract.
All right. Medicine check.
Can I get help? Oh, well, it's with advantage. It doesn't even matter.
Also, how do you want to help him carefully cut this heart as to not cause extreme internal bleeding?
I don't know. I thought about it, and then technically I can't because he already has advantage.
Yeah.
The only way that you could help is by doing like the forceps scalpel need kind of thing. That'd be about the only way that you could help.
You could hold the flashlight.
Get yelled at because I'm not
Yeah.
actually holding the flashlight properly.
Yep.
You get yelled at for holding the flashlight wrong, but it's in Zell's voice, not Zixeltel.
Yeah.
you just switch colors just to yell it.
All right. With my math, that's 26.
All right. You will make a small nick a little too deep, and he will start bleeding inside, but it's not too bad. It's fairly minimal. Easy to fix with another medicine check.
I'll fix that instead of a. Because it doesn't require a medicine check.
Say that again?
We might have been doing the same
Can
thing.
I use
Go ahead.
cure wounds?
Yeah, I was gonna do the same.
Yeah.
Or you can, yeah, Rylee doing it.
Yeah,
makes more
I'll do
sense
it that way because
he's-
you're still working. Yeah, I'll.
You can
I'll
cure wounds.
yeah.
It. Your wounds.
Okay, do you
It
need
close it
another
up.
medicine check yet? Okay.
Got it. So you've cut it out. You lift it out. Where are you guys gonna put this?
In the ice chest that was brought because he brought everything.
There you go. Put it in the ice chest. So you suture him back up from all the other spots, or cure wounds actually
Yep.
would close all this up.
Yes, it would be an easier way to do that.
You push the rib cage back together. You use things to put it back together, probably wire thread to put it back
Stitches
together.
of some kind, yeah.
Yeah, stitch him back open.
Now we just have to wait and hope he wakes up.
Yeah, Now's the point where
Still breathing and all that, I imagine, because we could see his lungs.
Sure.
his lungs were going,
Yeah.
hearts were going.
Man, I've waited so long to use that. I don't know if that was
Honestly,
one-time use or not.
You can, no, you can
Kind
use
of
it
a
again.
banger's time to use it. Oh, nice.
But you guys
That's
got your
where to
heart.
be like, well,
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Literally every session we have, I look at the list of items I've gotten from that chest because it's on the side of my. How am I going to use?
well, you found one.
Some of them are completely useless to me, or to everybody, but they're they're there.
Hey, that's rude. I worked
Maybe someone also
so
wanted it,
hard
and it's a
on
bartering
those.
chip.
But one of them I was planning on giving to Idalia, but Idalia doesn't use swords, so now I just have a giant sword in my.
Idalia's been training with swords.
I thought she told me she doesn't use swords.
Maybe
Female?
at the time you got it.
She's not like proficient in them yet. But
Yeah.
she was trained with Chosen on swords back on the ship before you killed him.
I mean, nah, she's not proficient. I don't know if she would, because like I could train, be proficient.
You could.
It seems useful. Maybe not. Maybe not to her. I don't know. Spells are powerful.
Oh, it sounds like a lovely in-character conversation to have later.
Completely irrelevant at the moment.
Yeah, Emil Morris is now pushing this surgery table to the elevator. I'm gonna put him in his room. Then
Fair.
I guess we'll see if he wakes up.
Okay.
Bye, I guess.
For now.
Yeah, for now. Yeah.
He pushes the elevator button. The doors begin closing. Orcus' foot is in the doorway, so it hits his foot and then opens back up. Oh, my bad. Go ahead and go down the stairs. It might take me a minute. Small elevator, big man, you know.
Zixeltel's gonna wash up.
I mean, there's not a sink. You're on the roof. There's no sink here.
No basin of water, even. Zixeltel's gonna walk down the stairs covered in blood.
I mean, you could take some ice from the ice chest and use that to clean up.
No, that's fine.
You all go down the stairs. One of you covered in blood. Seems like a pretty successful time.
I think that went great.
Yeah.
Now, well, now we just figure out where to go now.
Yeah.
I assume he was breathing.
His lungs were
Yep.
doing a pump.
Look around at the group and be like, we all still in a bum mood? I mean, that's one step knocked out. That's pretty big. That's pretty big.
You keep assuming all of us are in a bad mood. That's not necessarily the case, you know.
It's not more the fact that you're in a bad mood, it's for the fact that everybody's silent. It feels like when everybody's silent, nobody's helpful. I just need some feedback. I don't even care if you're yelling at me. Just give me some feedback. What now? We
Well,
step one, got the
Mhm.
demon heart.
Seems like our next
There we go.
task would be heaven.
well, yesterday we did run across Jesus Christ at the party. Apparently, you guys already saw him, and so we asked him about getting an angel heart, and he did offer 2 alternatives to killing an angel because he agreed that that probably isn't the best course of action if it can be avoided. So one way is if we find a willing participant who's willing to become an angel and then let us take their heart, that would solve the problem of the not enough angels while still being a more peaceful manner of doing it. That, or
make an artificial angel heart, which apparently requires a lot of smarts and a lot of electricity, as well as other things. He said Heaven's Library might have more specific guides to that.
Intriguing.
How
We
does one
definitely know somebody with some
become-
electricity.
Alternatively, how does one become an angel?
He didn't explain it, though I didn't ask in detail, but apparently he's down here, so if we wanted more detail, we could ask him, or look in a library again.
I mean, he probably just has the power to do it himself. He
It
is
sounded more
JC
like a
after all.
process. But he could get us an in. We would have to find someone who not only is willing to go through the steps to become an angel and is a good enough person to do so, but is also willing for us to then take their heart. And he didn't say anything about angels having multiple hearts, so.
Well, it's a big good luck trying to find someone to do that. So we might have to just make a trip to heaven, to the library. Fucking shock some shit, I guess.
Would
But
I know we don't know the process, but I think it'd be worth figuring out if we need to find an alive person to become an angel, or if someone that's already in heaven could become an angel.
we could always check the library down here. That could be a book in there. We might as well check the library here rather than have to go to heaven to look, if we can avoid it.
Worth a shot.
You want to check the Hell Library?
Library
yeah.
of Alexandria, yep.
All right, go to the Library of Alexandria. Start looking for the book. Or do you return the book that you borrowed, Z's?
Yes, of course.
Punctual. I forgot what voice I gave her. Punctual. Well done. They applaud you. They give you a coupon for 5% off at Trader Joe's.
Can I make a history check, see if I know what a Trader Joe's is?
Sure.
Crazy that Trader Joe's went to hell.
So the number I got was a 14, but that is a nat 1.
You know, it might just be a guy named Joe who's a trader. You're not sure.
That makes plenty of sense, actually. We do have a couple books we have. Do you have a section dedicated to information about angels and that kind of stuff?
Nope. No, Heaven
No,
has all those books about
no.
angels and angel stuff, and we have all the books about demons and demon stuff.
That makes sense. Well, figured we'd ask while we were here. Thank you.
JC may have like a personal collection of books that may involve it, but I'm
Okay.
not sure.
We'll have to check with him. It's
Of course.
possible.
You could probably have to stop and talk with the principal of the school for a minute, since they will be testing again. For reincarnation, JC has to watch over them, make sure no one does no cheating or nothing.
Of course. Okay. Thank you for your help.
Of course.
I find it strange that both libraries don't have the opposite books, because you would think that either you would need a book to learn about what you're up against, or just learning about your counterpart.
Who knows?
Fair.
Man?
Just odd. Just an odd thing. But hey, I'm not the one that's running this library. I don't know.
No, you are not. So we're off to now.
Should we maybe split up? Some go to reincarnation center, try check and see if Orcus is up from his anesthesia yet? And it'll just be there to find out what happens with that, and before it finds out for us.
I don't mind going back and checking on Orchids. That's fine. If anybody wants to join, they're welcome to.
Would my cure conditions wake him up if he's still alive and just hasn't woken up yet?
I don't see why I wouldn't.
Then Kenzi will go.
All right. So Kenzi and Rylee to Orcus, Idalia and the Z's to find Jesus.
Where's Sky going?
Which side wants Sky more, really? Actually, no. She's gonna go find Zane.
That's all the third option.
I think as we're splitting up, Kenzi's gonna go over to the Z's and kind of pull them aside. Listen, while you guys are gone, keep an eye out to just in case anything follows Idalia from the forest. That's was the whole thing with the forest, was that something was gonna come back and follow her. So now that she's went in
remember.
and she's back, keep an eye out,
Yep.
I guess.
We remember. Yep. We'll keep an eye out.
And then Kenzi will head off with Rylee.
All right. Idalia and the Z's. You get to reincarnation school. You get in there. Big elevator again. A lot of floors. Floor 7 is reincarnation department head. Idalia will remember that was Jesus's office. Was the only thing on that floor. There's testing rooms on floors 9 through 20. And then floor 2 has a principal's office. Main office.
I mean, I figure we're just going to see Jesus, so just go to Jesus's office. Resurrection.
Do you want to go there?
I say we can always try there first. See if he's in there.
You guys can go up there. Get in the elevator. Hit floor 7. Go up to his office. Seems he's not in.
I guess we should go down to the principal's office and see when he'll next be available.
Sure.
Alright, go back down to floor 2. Go to the principal's office. The kind lady with a big, large bird nest style haircut. He's like, "How can I help you?"
We're here to talk to Jesus.
Okay. Jesus is currently teaching a class. He's or looking over the test takers. Can I take a message, or is it need to be to him personally?
It's to him personally. When will he be done?
Well, I mean, he won't be done till the test is next finished, which let's see, will be for another 18 days. But if how urgent is it? Scale 1 to 10, how urgent?
12.
Oh, that's pretty urgent. Types on her little crystal computer thing. Just 1 second, please. Oh, would you like some tea? Teas?
No, I'm fine, thank you.
You have a green tea?
Yeah, we sure do.
I'll take a cup.
Okay. Comes back, gives you a green tea. Another man, or a man, will walk back in with her. He's fairly tall, got a nice black suit, red tie. Brown hair is lightly combed over. Hello there. My name is John F. Kennedy. I hear you need to speak with Jesus.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, come with me. Let's walk and talk, shall we? He walks you back to the elevator. You all get in. Hits a button. Now, what is it you need to speak with my department head for?
He and I had a conversation last night about some things, and I just wanted to have a follow-up with him as we've found we might need a little more information than we realized, and want to see if he could help us a bit.
I see. Is it chlamydia? Because usually
No.
conversations like
I'm sorry.
this, my apologies for assuming. Conversations like this typically lean one way. He probably doesn't know. Anyway, not about that. I have misread the room.
Clearly.
Ah. This is a long elevator.
Didn't seem that long earlier, but yep.
Yep. You kids like politics?
Like is a strong word. Deal with the consequences of it? Yes.
I feel like is not a very strong word, but I get the point. Anyway, we're here. All right. Walks down the hall. You two stay right here. I'm gonna go in. That's JC. Knocks on
Thank
the
you.
door lightly. Opens it. There, you look in the room through the little window in the door. There's lots of people taking the test at the moment. If you wish to make a general intelligence check to see if you recognize any of the people in there, you're more than welcome to.
I don't know that. Just a general intelligence check.
Yeah, just see if you recognize any of the people in there. No
Hey, that's the
obligation
thing.
to
I
do
have a
so.
+0 in. That's a 5.
You recognize the Emil
26.
Morris. What'd you get, Peter?
26.
All right, you recognize a lot of people in this room. In fact, you recognize everyone in this room. You can see taking the test. You see good old Malcolm X, Muhammad Ali, Joseph Stalin, Ronald Reagan, Aristotle, Drew Barrymore, my bad, Kobe, Anne Frank, Karl Marx, James Madison, Amelia Earhart, William Shakespeare, Nikola Tesla, Marie Antoinette, Harrison Ford, Winston Churchill, Homer, Robin Hood, Genghis Khan, and then Emil Morris.
Testing room.
It really is an interesting room, huh? But then Jesus will come out a few moments later. Howdy, how can I assist you two?
Hi. Yes. One of my counterparts talked to you last night about obtaining an angel heart.
Mm-hmm.
We wanted to ask if you mentioned that Heaven's library would have information on that kind of like alternative route you mentioned, but that I assume it would have information on becoming an angel, because it's a nice idea to have someone become an angel and take their heart, but if we don't know how to have someone become an angel, then
I get you.
it's a bit harder.
Yeah, I mean, to become an angel, it's more akin to like joining a I don't want to say cult, because that's not the word I'm looking for, but I can't think of the actual word I'm looking for. Like an order of knights or something. Like you swear an oath,
Okay.
type thing. You swear an oath with your soul, and then your body gets converted into that of an angel. Only if the oath is true. No lying in the oath. The oath actually varies depending on who's doing it. So it's personal to each person. As long as
That makes sense.
they mean it in their heart of hearts, their soul.
The vibes are right, if you will.
Yeah, that's the way you could put it. Yeah. As long as you're not
Okay.
doing it for like bad intentions, like you're not doing it with the intent of
Of course.
trying to take over hell or start a war or something.
I would assume.
But yeah, it's not that complicated to become an angel. You kind of need someone, to be paying attention when you do it. So if you have someone who wants to do it, I'm more than happy. I can do it, right? I can do it here. You got
Okay.
someone.
I may get back to you if that's the case. I don't know if we have
All right. Well,
anyone right this exact moment, but
I'll be in this room for the next 18 days. So
good to know. Okay, good to know to find you. All right. Unless Idalia, you had any other questions for him?
No, I don't.
Okay, then we'll let you get back to the testing then.
all right.
Sorry to take you away from that for a moment, but
Oh, it's all right. It happens. But once again,
As we walk away, Idalia's gonna stop and tell Zixeltel that she'll meet them down the hall, and she's gonna turn back to Jesus.
Zixeltel will go down to the end of the hall to where she can't hear. Out of respect.
how can I help you?
I know you're busy right now, but whenever you checked yesterday about, or the other day about our standings,
Mm-hmm.
how much information do you see when you do that? Like, do you see like our family? Do you see
I
stuff
mean,
like that?
I can see like about that specific individual I'm looking up. But if they have any like outliers in their family, like either really good people or really bad people, they get a little pair of sentences on there. We know they're related.
So if somebody were to give you their name, you can't really just see like who their mom is or dad is, or
No, that's not a system we have, though. That is probably a good upgrade we should get. So I'll bring that up to JFK before he leaves.
okay, that's all I needed.
Of course. We'll give you like the hand cross. Have a blessed day. You walk away and you feel a little light. You feel pretty good. Or I guess lighter is the word I should use. All right, we go back. Kenzi and Rylee within the palace as they arrive at Orcus's room. You open the door. You see that Emil has left him in the middle of the living room, on the table. He's
It'd be rude to move him.
currently EP.
I'll go up to him and do cure conditions.
All right, yeah, you cast it, and then he just sits up. Holy shit! That was crazy.
I was thinking the same thing.
Tell him good job. That's pretty good. I didn't feel a thing.
God, I'd hope not.
I'm telling you, I didn't feel a thing.
Yeah, I know. That's the anesthesia.
Yeah, something like that. Anyway, how can I help you?
We were just coming to check on you, make sure you weren't, dead.
Appreciate that. Don't seem to be dead. Oh, I will say this. I certainly don't feel super great. I did just lose another heart, so I think that's normal.
To be expected, I'd imagine.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm just curious now. Since you're down to 1, is that correct?
Uh-huh.
You gonna be good on 1? Or do you need... I know they're fake, but like, did they serve any actual purpose?
I mean, they were just false hearts for in case I was, assassinated or something. Made it, less likely the real one would get hit. But
so you'll be good.
Yeah, I mean, I should be fine.
Is there any way for people to know that you are down to your last one?
I mean, if they cut me open, they could find out. But other than that, they'd have to hear it somehow.
Well, hopefully that one lasts you a while.
I hope so too.
Well,
Tea?
back to your kingly duties.
I'm recovering. Tea? Beer?
Sure.
Whiskey?
Tea?
I can do some tea. Yeah.
Okay.
What kind of tea you want?
Just sweet tea? Iced tea?
You want some sweet.
It might melt now that
some
I think
ice
about
sweet tea. It won't melt.
Oh, yeah. Ice.
We got special hell
Ice tea?
ice. We're good.
Nice.
What about you, Kenzi?
Okay, thank you.
Sure. Tea, water, beer, whiskey, vodka,
I'm 16.
and this is hell.
I'm okay.
All right. It's a pitcher of sweet tea. We'll hand Rylee 2 gallons of sweet tea.
Thanks. It's a lot.
You're welcome. Dehydration
Go ahead.
is the silent killer.
Mm-hmm. But tea can dehydrate you because it's got
Shh.
kind of lot of
Nah.
Okay. You know what? You're right. My bad.
I'm the king, remember?
Damn, what an argument. I love it.
Well, I guess it's off to heaven for you guys. Maybe.
Maybe. Half the group is going to check with Jesus, see if he's got any books about angels, the process of someone becoming an angel.
Okay.
And we were here to check on you, so we're gonna meet up with them hopefully,
Sick.
and see what happens.
All right. Best of luck.
Thanks.
I'll be
Good luck on the
chilling
recovery.
here. My brand new TV. I don't know what a TV is, but that thing does put pictures on the screen. And it makes me happy.
If you enjoy your TV.
Thanks. I'm gonna watch something called Game of Thrones.
Mm.
I'm going to assume you and Rylee leave then.
Yes, we'll go and head towards the reincarnation school.
Yeah, you guys will all go and meet together. You've all come back together.
Did the library have anything?
He gave us a little more information about it, but it didn't sound like he himself had the information. It kind of sounds like almost a paladin oath. You know, make sure that their intentions for being an angel is pure. Go through a couple hoops. So it'd be better off if we're gonna go that route, finding a place where there are people, you know, working to be that and see they're willing to help us, rather than trying to find just some Joe Schmo off the street.
Right.
The thing is, I don't think it'd be hard to convince someone to become an angel. A free kick to heaven. It's the part where we get to kill them that they probably might not
That's-
go for.
Yeah, that's why I was curious about if someone that's already in heaven could become an angel.
I'd assume so.
It's still
Yeah.
the killing them part that's going to be tricky.
Yeah, but
If they're
I-
willing, then
It's like,
It's
even
not
if someone's
tricky,
already in
it's
heaven and we hit them with
willingness.
we have the ability to make you an angel. Would you love to be an angel? And they're like, oh my gosh, that's my dream. And they'd be like, but we have to kill you as soon as you do that. Cool with that? I
yeah,
feel like it's going to be a rough conversation to have.
yeah.
we just have to find a good
Unless we
person.
had, I don't know, someone's mom who would be willing to do probably anything for their daughter.
Good luck with that.
Who?
So
That sounded like you were referring to someone, and I know it wasn't me. I know it wasn't Rylee.
because I'm not.
My mom's in heaven. I saw her last time we were there.
So you want to ask your own mother to become an angel and then die a second death?
I'm just saying it's an option.
I mean, if you're saying it's an option, you'd be the one I would expect to not want that, but
Definitely gonna leave you alone to do work.
Where's the sister? Which one? She has two.
The one that was back alive?
She's
Damien, the truth person told Damien that she's in the with Vecna or something.
Okay,
That's
because I
Valera.
We don't
wanted
have
that
access to
information
her.
before I continued the conversation. Back to conversation. Definitely, like I said, leave you alone to speak with that, but it's a hard talk because you wouldn't be able to see your sister again. That's probably rough to bring up. I don't know. But that whole
Yes.
situation is kind of fucked at this point.
Yeah, though our pretty much all of our situations are fucked right now. I'm just saying if we need to ask someone, it would probably be more likely that someone who has a personal connection to one of us would be willing to do that than going up to some random person that none of us know and being like, hey, you want to become an angel and then we're going to take your heart?
Yeah. Well, there's literally only one way to find. Is that heaven?
well, off to the
Did-
bar to get our other two.
Yeah. Yeah, I was getting ready to ask if Sky ever came back.
she's walking in right now because I didn't want to be a part of that conversation. She walks in right now with Zane.
How convenient.
Yeah. Well, gang, pointing at the two coming through the door. Looks like we're going to heaven again. Lively attitude.
I mean, I assumed that we would be
Yeah,
going
but-
back.
We were hoping not to, but I mean,
It felt more like news for Zane than you,
Yeah.
Sky.
because he's kind
I
of got to be
figured
the
you
one to
knew,
take
Sky.
things.
I mean, he agreed to take us back to both heaven and hell.
I think you're reading too much into this. I'm just telling you that we're
It
going.
was just kind of
Yeah,
overgoing.
okay,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah. It was just we just
Sick.
made the decision, and you just
All
happened
right.
to walk through the door.
Got it.
He just had a nice little flourish to it.
God, what is
Mm.
up with everybody today? I'm just gonna start walking away.
What does that
I'm gonna
mean?
grab my- Oh no, I'm gonna grab my stuff. I don't
Alright.
already have. Or I'm heading to the boat. I don't know. Just pick it. Rylee picks a direction.
You all get your things. You go to the boat. Zane fires up the boat. Fly out of hell. Back in the normal world. On the open seas with your jet boosters. It'll take you about 3
Dear.
days. Oh, about the 4 days, actually. Get to the stairway to heaven.
At some point during that time, can Zixeltel go and find Idalia, please?
You have 4
Preferably
days.
alone.
Sure, you can do it.
I'm sure.
It'll be on the first day.
Do whatever day you want, dog. You can most definitely do it.
Where is Idalia?
Where does Idalia want to be?
Wherever, I guess. She's somewhere pretty much by herself, contemplating, because she wants to try and think, where has she seen Argonauts before?
Alright, in her bed.
Primarily.
Got it.
Then
Peter is frozen. On my end, at least.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
gone
he's
for
frozen.
me.
oh boo, am I back?
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of.
Knock.
Internet evil, no.
Again, am I not allowed to say those words? Do I have to find a different way to phrase it?
I guess so, man. But you go to Idalia's
I
room,
knock.
knock on the door.
Come in.
She'll come in. Hello.
Hey.
Got a minute or two?
Sure.
She'll find a place to sit down. She'll close the door behind her as she comes in. You know something my grandmother told me when we were growing up?
What?
She told me that if you don't have something nice to say, first, think for a moment if your 3 siblings have something. Better to stay instead and go off them, but if not, to not say it, think on it, and then after a while decide if you still feel the same. Hence why I've not said anything to you about yesterday yet. But I've thought about it. I want to ask you a question. Well, 2, I suppose.
All right.
Did you get something out of what you did?
Yeah.
Okay. If given the opportunity, do the same thing.
I'm gonna guess you asked if I would do it again,
Yes,
because you cut out.
of course.
I don't know. I feel bad for worrying you guys, but
I know. I heard your conversation with Sky last night. Maybe it's just, well, Zeal's mentioned, I think, something about how now that Zix is not here, it's a bit harder for us to not be kind of our standard emotions that we each have. You know, when he was with us, we grew pretty good at understanding each other's emotions and incorporating them into our speech, but it's mostly just mimicking what the other one would do. So, I wasn't worried. You made your choice. It didn't put the rest of us in jeopardy. You made a decision. Something I imagine you believed would help.
You
Forced
overheard
memory
my-
sounds. I did. I did overhear.
I didn't mean to go there. I just ended up there, and when you don't remember anything about yourself at all, the idea of
think-
getting something is tempting.
I agree. The rest of us can't have your perspective because the rest of us have our memories. We weren't tempted by it because
we didn't have anything to gain from it. So even if we didn't intend to go there, it makes sense that your wandering may lead you. Now, of course, I'm frustrated that you didn't tell anyone, but I'm not mad at you.
I wouldn't blame you if you were.
I know
I know
you wouldn't.
Kenzi is.
Yes. There's
And
a
I
lot
hate
of
that.
that they want to be. But I can understand the reasoning of yours. And while it was risky, you've come out of it. And none of us have been harmed. Gained other than Do you think you've learned something from it?
I did. But now I have more questions.
I would have been surprised if you didn't. Just there's only so careful we can be anymore.
I know.
I've been not happy with you. But maybe it's just because we're different. You've lost someone and you felt responsible for it. And as someone that's had that happen twice now to them, part of my frustration is that we weren't reacting the same way, but I guess that's not fair. So I apologize.
You don't need to apologize. I have to wonder how you do it. You seem so in control of yourself. So calm.
Perhaps it's not that I'm calm. Perhaps that it's I'm apathetic. I don't care enough. I wouldn't be lustful of that. Maybe I'm mad because I'm jealous of you. And maybe that's one either.
I know
don't
I
know.
talk about
Okay. Go.
I know we talk about Haven a lot. And now Damien's missing. And I don't know if it means anything or not, but I want Six back too. We're gonna get him back.
Tried to dance me. We will.
We're gonna get all of them back.
Yes. We will.
How long do you think I should wait before I talk to Kenzi?
Maybe tomorrow.
Probably a good idea. She might stab me. I'm not saying I don't deserve it, but
I'll heal you if so. Or Zeal
thanks.
will. Someone will.
Thanks.
All right, I'll leave you to your puzzle solving.
Thanks.
And she'll leave.
With that, Rylee and Kenzi, y'all doing anything while they're having that conversation?
Kenzie would like to take some time to oh where attune with this doll thing that Riley gave her.
You can do that. Takes an hour.
I've got some time on my hands.
Yeah, 4 days.
And then I think once she's attuned to it, I think she just, because it's not just a one-time thing, right? It's like a,
As long as you can get it back, yeah.
yeah, I think she's just gonna like play around with it, like on the ship. Like she's just gonna get used to it. She's gonna like throw it around and then teleport to it.
Gotcha.
Is it teleport to it, or you
You
swap,
swap
places with it?
with it.
Yeah, okay. She's gonna do that so that she kind of can get a feel for it,
I gotcha.
just to have something to do.
Gotcha. Rylee. You
I think
anything?
Riley's just gonna spend 90% of his time just enjoying the open sea because he doesn't have his own.
All right, fair enough. Whoever so desires to do it, well, I need one of you to roll me a D100.
I'm
I've
gonna
already
go
got to
pee,
roll
so
one.
Boop.
I will have the entity that is next to me do it.
Oh, okay, yes.
That's terrifying.
notes, yeah. It's the physical notebook with the legs that is just always next to disease.
Man.
The notes with legs got an 80.
All right.
Really bringing a whole new meaning to my notebook. Grew legs and walked away.
You mean my homework?
Yeah. Something like that.
The waves get a bit rough for a little bit, but you guys managed to make it out. A-OKs. A little bit of damage to the ship, but not enough to stop you. You guys will safely arrive at the stairway to heaven. As you get there, you see there's another ship that's docked on the shore. Appears to be a pirate's vessel.
That looks cool. Wish mine looked that cool.
Actually, it looks pretty lame compared to yours, actually.
Does it have a what are they called? You know, like the mermaid in the front of the boat?
It does not have.
Okay, I don't need to be jealous then, because mine doesn't.
Mine switched. Oh,
Habada habada.
Yeah.
I'm the red one now.
Pirate ship docked on the shore as you arrive to the staircase of heaven.
Did we not park next to it?
wait, was that the whole 4-day thing?
Yeah, hold for it.
Oh,
it was,
yeah.
It was pretty uneventful.
But I was gonna talk
She was
to
going to talk
Kenzie.
to Kenzi.
Oh, yeah.
She's gonna create that
Rewind.
better.
Rewind. The pencil is in the VHS. I'm turning it back, winding it back up. The dawn of the second day.
Thanks. Where is Kenzi?
Somewhere on the ship, swapping places with this doll she's throwing around.
constantly somewhere else.
Just somewhere else. Sometimes she gets fancy with it and she uses Mage Hand to like get the doll even further.
I guess I'm just gonna wander around and try and find her.
At some point, she will either appear in front of you or disappear from in front of you. They see her in the distance. You will find her somehow.
Okay. Let's go with she'll just appear in front of me.
Sounds great.
Cool. First of all, she's gonna get scared because she just appeared in front of her. What the fuck is that?
Actually, 1 second. Liz, can you roll a d20 for me?
Oh, jeez. $15.
So you get up to the deck, dawn the second day. You see this doll on the deck. Seems pretty interesting. Want to pick it up?
I guess. I mean,
You pick this doll up. It's a pretty intricate looking doll, and all of a sudden, Kenzi's in your arms.
hell.
That's too funny for me.
I'm
not
gonna
to
put
do.
her down.
Do you like set me down or do you like drop me?
I'm gonna drop you on accident.
Ow.
Not on purpose. Shit, sorry.
Kenzi will stand up.
Can we talk?
Sure.
I know you're mad at me.
Yes.
You probably want to yell at me, scream at
No.
me, hit me,
No,
because
I don't.
then what do you want to do, Kenzi? Because surely you want to do something.
I want us to get through this with everyone still here.
Because we're doing such a good job at that already.
Exactly. And you going off on your own in the forest where we know bad things are going to happen does not help that. You've been fighting for so long to get Haven back, and you put yourself at risk. Idalia, you're her best hope.
How am I her best hope, Kenzi? I'm the one who got her taken in the first place.
And you're the one that can get her back. If they're doing what they did to you, you're the only one that knows anything about that. The
Kenzi,
rest
I
of us
barely
don't know
remember what they
anything.
did to me.
But you're here. And when we get her back, she's gonna need you. She's not gonna need us because we don't know anything about what happened to her.
And what if she doesn't want anything to do with me? What if she doesn't want anything to do with us?
Then we'll still get her back and get her away from them. We're gonna get them all back. But we can't do that if more of us die or if more of us get taken. And now, I've been spending every second I can paying attention, making sure that someone isn't out here trying to kill you, making sure that someone didn't follow you from that forest.
I get why you're angry with me. But do you understand why I went there? Do you know what it's like to walk around and have no idea who you are, if you have a family, if that family is even alive?
No.
To constantly be asked, what's your name? And I have to say, Idalia. That's not my name.
Idalia, you deserve to know who you are, to know where you came from and who your family is. And I will do anything to help you with that. But what good's it gonna do if you get yourself killed in the process? I understand being desperate enough to go do something stupid to find answers. But we're not supposed to do that anymore. If you're gonna do something stupid, you're gonna take someone with you.
I didn't plan on going there, Kenzi. It's not like I left and intentionally lied to you. I planned on just going for a walk to try and clear my head, but when I went on the walk to try and clear my head, the same thoughts kept circling through my brain. We're wasting time. Haven needs us. We can't get to her. We have all of these other things we need to do in order to get to her. Now Damien's missing. I didn't take the deal. At least if I would have taken the deal, he'd be missing and we'd at least have something to help us. I have no idea who I am, who my parents are, if they're even alive, if I have siblings. And the next thing I know, I'm standing at the edge of that forest. Because we don't have any control anymore. I had no control when Haven was taken. I had control when I was going against the facts of life, and I told him no, that I wasn't going to take his deal, and you see where that got us. I didn't mean to go to that forest. I didn't mean to go inside. But do you understand how hard it is to know nothing about yourself? How hard it is to never remember anything? I know you didn't have a good life, but at least you know what happened to your parents. I don't know if they're alive or dead, where they are. Do you know how much that eats away at me?
I can only imagine. But that's what we're here for, to help you.
I don't want you guys to help me. The last person who tried to help me was Haven. And we know what happened to her. Because she tried to help me.
And now we're all trying to help her. That's kind of what we're supposed to be doing here, right? Helping each other? So if you want to go at this alone, fine, but we're still gonna be here whether you want us to be or not.
I don't want to go at this alone, Kenzi. But I also don't want somebody else to get hurt like Haven did.
I think we've already established that none of us can prevent that. We've all been hurt, and we're all gonna get hurt again. Idalia, I thought you were dead. I thought that we'd lost someone else.
I'm sorry.
And as someone who did take that deal, I can tell you, you made the right choice.
It doesn't feel like it, Kenzi.
Yeah, and if you would have taken the deal, you wouldn't have felt right about it either. We all have to live with the choices that we made. You didn't take that deal because you wanted to protect Damien, and that's what matters. How do you think he would have felt when he found out that you traded him away?
I know you're right. But that doesn't make this any easier, Kenzi.
Nothing has been easy for a while now.
No kidding.
Everything has sucked for so long.
I really am sorry, Kenzi. I didn't mean to worry you guys.
Did you figure anything out?
Hey, Ella.
What?
Hey, Ella. That's my real name. The really sad thing is I don't even know if I can go by it. I mean, that memory that I saw, I was just a little kid. I was having fun. I was carefree. I'm not that person now. I don't know that I'll ever be that person again.
You don't have to be that person again. You can just be you, and you'll figure out who that is. Oh, no. And then Kenzi's gonna give her a hug.
I'm
And
gonna
then,
hug her back.
whenever Kenzi goes to pull away, she's gonna pull one of Idalia's hairs out, and she's gonna be like, "If you ever do anything like that again, I'm putting you back in the fucking dagger."
You know what? Fair.
Because I was gonna try to do that before when she was behind the wall, but I didn't have anything. Now I have a hair. I'm glad you're back.
I'm glad we're talking again.
Me too.
And now we fast forward 2 days. Get to the shore of the stairway to heaven. There's another boat at the shore. Looks piratey.
Damn. Crazy.
Wild.
Transition. God.
What a great cruise for Rylee.
I was
And
straight up
nothing
waiting
else.
for someone to be like, what do you mean we move forward? I wanted to go talk to Rylee.
I can put the pencil
You have
back
to
in
cause
if
more
someone
drama for
wants
that.
to. If someone wants to. I can put the pencil back in the cassette tape.
Oh, it's so funny.
Well, if our counter for
go talk to Idalia.
if our counter wasn't at 0 sessions since
It's alright,
Liz
it's
cried,
at
it
0.
sure fucking is now.
Oh, don't
love
worry.
that.
It's still at 0.
All of a sudden, Zane wants to go talk to Idalia.
You know he does. He saw enough of what happened to know he's not touching that.
He's seen 3 different people talk to her, and he's like, "That's not mine."
That's not my problem.
He's probably sitting there like, can they just fucking do this somewhere else and not on the bottom, top of the ship?
Can they at least go
It
under
is
deck?
next to the
God.
wheel. The
on the
place for
deck?
this.
Be like, you guys go
Yeah,
like below the
God.
deck, please, Christ.
No, you get to the shore. Zane will dock the boat right next to the other boat if you want him to.
I just found it odd we weren't dock at
I mean,
the dock?
you can dock at the dock.
The boat flies, doesn't it?
Yeah, but he literally said we were on the open sea the whole time.
Yeah, you're just going through your turbo boosters in the water to go faster. Flying takes a lot of
Fishing.
energy. All right.
We're being normal about it.
Yeah,
Dude, normal.
normal with our super fast pirate ship. He docks the boat.
Oh.
I was to say, I'm not the captain. He can park how he wants to park.
God, if he wants to just take us all the way up. No, I'm just kidding.
He can take you. He can do that. He just can't park the boat up there. He can do that, but then he will have to come back and put the boat down. He'll be without Zen.
No, it's fine. No, it's fine. It's fine. Nice boat.
It's a
But
okay.
I'm not
boat.
jealous of it.
Zane's
Is
boat's
there
pretty
anybody?
cool.
Is there anybody? Huh?
I said Zane's boat's pretty cool, but the other boat, kind of mid.
No. Is there anybody around said boat?
Not that you can actually. You'll see one person. He's like sleeping on the deck, like he's supposed to be like a lookout type dude.
He's clearly doing a great job.
Aside from that,
Doesn't-
no.
Does the boat look like it's a modern day boat, or is this like some like old boat from not this time?
It's not a boat with a jet booster, if that is the question.
It wasn't.
It's a.
Is this a historical boat, or is it just a boat?
I mean, it's a pirate ship. It's probably
Okay.
a little smaller than the one you're on.
More of a question is if it's worth waking up this person who's definitely not supposed to be right now. But it's not the owner of the boat. Feels like a waste.
But you dock the ship. What's the game plan? Going straight up,
I'm just
ignore the
gonna-
boat, or
I don't think ignoring the boat's the right call, because we make
Yeah, he keeps bringing up the
boats
boat.
here at the dock.
Really hitting on this boat.
I'm just saying, it's there.
I think the boat is either important or it's so very not important, but it's too late now. We have to pay more attention to the boat.
There's a guy sleeping on the deck. He has like a spyglass on his chest that's definitely making it so he tans around it.
Hilarious. Kid. God dang it. This is kind of like, is it like a tall dock where the dock meets the deck, or is it like
You will
climb
have
up
to like
it?
stop the boat, like anchor the ship, and then let your ramp down to walk off the boat, or you could just jump off
Okay,
the
so
boat.
the dock is lower. Okay,
Yeah.
because my question is like, if I wanted to interact with the person on the boat, I would have to climb up to them, get
Yeah.
on their deck.
Yeah, get going on their boat.
How close is the boat?
I mean, it's parking right next to it, so it's pretty close.
Within 30 feet.
Yeah, you could definitely misty step or face step over there.
Feels like
Zell will turn to Rylee. Do you want to go over there?
Yeah, I'll go over there.
Zell will
Right.
slap him on the back, and now he's on the boat.
Oh, you've been face step.
Yeah.
And then Zell will then fly over to join him and not leave him alone.
All right, two of you are on this boat. Guy sleeping. Honk shoe,
I'm
honk
just
shoe.
gonna walk near him, not up to him, but near him. Be like, hey,
Who
Excuse
are
me?
you?
are you supposed to be asleep?
I wasn't asleep. I was just resting my eyes.
Who
are you?
Incorrect. Nobody.
Nobody.
I just saw the ship, and I was like, this is an interesting boat.
No,
I'm just kidding.
Who's you?
I'm God's best friend.
He can't. He's gonna make an insight check, and he's gonna fail because it's technically not a lie. Because you were described as that. Holy shit! He gets like down on his knees, arms out, face to the ground. Your Holiness, my apologies for offending you.
Please don't do that. Please stand back up.
He stands straight up. Of course, Your Holiness.
At ease? Just gonna try to get him to stop doing what he's doing.
He slightly slouches.
Oh,
I would like to think that
hey.
the other three of us are standing there looking at each other like, are you serious?
Yeah, you can be.
I keep peering at the Z's with the what's happening.
Maybe.
Out of curiosity, because again, that's our ship over there. I found this boat interesting. Who's the captain of this vessel?
You're looking for Captain Applebottom?
I assume he went to heaven up the mole stairs over there.
Yes, she is. She's leading the men up to heaven.
Thank you. Also, you shouldn't be falling asleep when you're supposed to be watching. I could have stolen it.
I wasn't asleep. I was resting my eyes.
Right.
I swear to your best friend. I was just resting my eyes.
Okay. Try not to be resting your eyes.
Yes, Your Holiness.
I'm gonna look at the Z with like a weird, I want to go already. But does he have a ramp down as well?
Yeah, they've ramped down.
Okay, I'm just gonna say thank you and walk down and go to the dock.
All right.
I don't know if I needed more information from that or not, but
Uh-huh.
I think he was gonna allow me to rummage around Captain Applebottom's boat.
You also going to get off the boat, Z's?
Zell will kind of look at the man. Hey.
Yes.
You guys touch our ship. Not gonna end well for ye.
Okay. Under normal circumstances, I would tell you to go fuck yourself, but you're here with the best friend of God, so okay.
Not the right call. Yes. Good thinking. And he'll leave. His wings are still out.
Okay.
So.
Walk off. I'm going to assume everyone else has walked off your ship.
I'm gonna lean over to Kenzi. And I'm gonna whisper,
Do you think they got a new spider?
Brother, I was thinking the exact same thing when we said we had to go back to heaven. I was like, dude, do you think they got a new fucking door guard? I'm not willing to fuck around and find out. But I was thinking that literally like an hour ago.
Oh, I hope not.
Because he said something, I'm not going to do it now, but I kid you not, I have it in my notes that I was going to go see if there was the trap hole. Because I was curious, but I don't want to do it now because you've already brought it up.
Well, see, Rylee doesn't know that it was brought up.
mm-hmm.
Shit, you fair? You fair?
All right,
That's fair.
You're all together on the dock. What do you guys do? You're all together on the docks.
Head to the staircase.
Library, right?
To
Going
heaven.
right to heaven.
We have to
on
get
it?
up the stairs first, don't we?
In front of the stairs. We got to go to the stairs. Go
Gotta go to the staircase.
to the
Get up the stairs.
And
She
nothing
did
else
say.
in the way.
I mean, you gotta
Yeah.
climb up a...
Stairs.
A
Yeah,
hill.
just stairs and then heaven. Nothing else.
Just stairs.
You guys head up.
I guess yes. I would not have heard that question from Idalia. And Rylee is gonna, before he gets to the stairs, kind of like kick the ground a little bit,
Yep.
out of curiosity.
All right, well, you climb up the hill you have to climb before you get to the stairs.
Okay. Yeah.
Get
fair.
through the forest clearing. You're at the clearing. The ground is still covered in spider web. And you'll see a group of about 20 other people in front of you. They seem to be fine. Nothing seems to be going on. They're walking. They're about to start up the staircase.
Okay. I'm just not gonna mention it.
You,
Seems fine.
You'll see one of them turn around and look at you. They're holding a stone in their hand. They kind of like squint at you guys. Holy shit! As he will begin walking towards you. What are you lots doing here? Pleasure to see you all again. Oh, wait, that's right. You haven't seen. Before we continue, are you associated with any governments or government organizations?
No.
No.
Captain Applebottom at your service.
Oh, bro.
And with that, I'm ending
she's
today's
alive!
episode.
I know.
She's alive.
Thank you all so much for taking the time to sit and listen to us apparently be very emotional today.
You're welcome.
Let us know what you liked in the comments down below. Say bye, everyone.
Bye,
Bye,
everyone.
everyone.